welcome in online classes of Buddha International School. Hope you are fine at your home and enjoying the online classes. Dear student, in last lecture we have discussed the role of government in healthcare facilities. Today in this lecture we are going to discuss the different programs initiated by the government, especially to eradicate different kind of disease. You know very well that if any disease outcome is there in the country, maybe polio is there, tuberculosis, maybe any kind, just like right now in present you can say COVID-19 issues are there. So definitely the government is going to initiate some programs, maybe by reaching house to house, by through pamphlets, through some media, okay, and by some of other employees are there, those are related to healthcare system. So my dear student, they will reach and they will guide us and they will execute the different programs initiated by the government so that we can come out as soon as possible from the particular disease. So in this regard, we are going to discuss about the different programs initiated by the government whenever any disease occurred in our country, how the government tried to come out from the disease as soon as by the different programs. So in this regard, first of all, you see that is the first kind of program that is initiated by the government, Universal Immunization Program. Universal Immunization Programs means a kind of program which is initiated by the government to eradicate the different disease which is going to spread from one town to another, city to city, rural to other areas. So how we can come out from such disease, how we can stop the spread of such disease. For that, these kinds of programs are initiated by the government time to time. In our past, if you will see that different diseases are there, just like you have here the name of polio, a kind of disease especially by the virus, and you have seen that if anyone is infected by the polio, that person is not going to walk properly, maybe the hand is not proper, legs are not going to work properly, okay, means in the womb of a mother only this disease is going to infect that child. So how our government initiated, how the different programs launched by the government, and right now if you will see in our country there is not a single case of polio. This is because of the government alertness and whatever the we can say the government efficiency, especially in launching the different programs. Because of that only today we are safe from this disease. So you see the coverage of program first launched in the urban areas in 1985, means especially this Universal Immunization Program launched in 1985 in the urban areas, means in cities, and progressively extended to cover the entire country by 1990. Means by 1990, means within 5 years, this program is going to control over the complete country. Are you getting my point, my dear student? That first of all, this was a kind of experiment of the government, that they have started this initiative from a city, and then after they got the success in this way, then they are going to expand this system up to complete country by 1990. So you see how within 5 years the great progress is there. Between 1988 to 2006, there has been a decline in 6 deadly diseases. Means from 1988 to 2006, our country, our government is going to get the success in declination of 6 deadly diseases. Because of those diseases, death is definitely there. Means death is there. And what are those 6 deadly diseases? Number 1, my dear student, diphtheria, smallpox, pertussis, measles, neonatal tetanus, and poliomyelitis. These all 6 deadly diseases are there, but by the effort of government, we can say we people are able to decline these all diseases between 1988 to 2006. Means now the impact of these diseases is not there. So what a great achievement we can say of the government. Then after you see hepatitis B vaccination program, which was started in 2002. You know, you have here the name of this disease, hepatitis B. That when you are child, especially you can ask to your parents also, that when you born at the time also in hospital, the doctor is going to we can say advice for this hepatitis B vaccination. Why? Because of this vaccine, so many diseases are there that we can prevent those diseases to attack on our body. So this program was initiated and started by 2002 in 33 districts and then after 15 cities as a pilot project has been expanded to all the districts of states showing the good performance. So first hepatitis B vaccine also right now it's this is going to give in almost in our complete country. But in the beginning, my dear students, this experiment was started by the government in 33 districts only. Later on, the other 15 cities also, and then after it's going to expand in all the districts and states, showing the performance as per the got the success in their in their performance, whatever they did. Then after vaccination against Japanese encephalitis, that is known as JE, was also started by 2006, and by 2014. Its adult vaccine was introduced, and then 179 endemic districts and in 9 states. Endemic districts where the chances are more of spreading this disease. So first of all, 179 endemic districts are there, and in 9 states are there. This vaccine introduced, and this vaccine is successfully launched by the government and given to the people to eradicate this JE, that is Japanese encephalitis, that is a kind of disease, we can say deadly disease. So by these all 6 deadly diseases and this disease, you got it one thing that yes, in the beginning government maybe initiated the kind of experiment through launching the different vaccine, but later on within 5 to 10 year only the complete country covered by the government, and especially right now we are free from such 6 deadly disease. Why? Because of the effort and the program whatever launched by the government. Next, pulse polio immunization program. Pulse polio, already you know very well, it is in a kind of outbreak of polio witnessed in India with the spread of polio virus. What is polio virus? It's a kind of disease because of virus, you know well, that when if anyone is infected by this disease, his hand and body, which any of the organ of the body is going to have a great, we can say kind of impact of this disease and that not going to work properly. According to this survey of 2006, in the beginning 676 cases of polio were reported from 114 districts. So my dear student, if you will see the data of 2006, then how many cases are there? 676 cases are there from 114 districts. Then after you will see, by the year of 2007 reported only 874 cases from 99 districts of the country. Means still it's spreading, but responding to this supplementary immunization activities were intensified in the high risk areas where the polio virus is spreading with a great speed. Those highly risk areas identified by the government, and as a result, my decision what happened, that only one case was reported to have taken place in the year 2011. Again I am repeating, in 2006 676 cases are there, then after by 2007 874, and then after 2011 only one case was reported. This is what a kind of success of the government through the different immunization program, that right now we will see not a single case is there in our country of polio virus. Why, my dear student? Because of the initiatives, because of the immunization programs launched by the government to eradicate the different deadly disease. So really we should say thanks to the government, that how the efforts are really very praiseworthy, that because of the government today we are safe. Next, my dear student, some more initiatives of the government are there that really we should keep in mind. We should not forget the effort and initiatives of the government. Like number 1, all the states and union territories in the country have prepared a rapid response team to respond to any polio outbreak in the country. Okay, rapid response team, that if in any corner, in any of the district, any of the state of the country, if any single case is there, then this rapid response team is going to look after, going to work to stop the spread of that particular case in other parts of the country. So that is a good initiative, we can say. Number 2, special booths are established in the areas bordering other countries, so that every children below the 5 years of age entering our country are given polio drops. If any one coming from the another country to our country, they are going in that situation, some polio booths are there, especially at the borders. Like suppose someone is coming from Nepal to India, So Nepal border, the polio booths are there. First of all, the child whose age is below 5 will be given the 2-3 drops of polio, then only allowed to enter in our country. Why? Because by this, maybe in that country polio spread is there, but through these 2-3 drops we can eradicate that disease to enter in our country too. Next, Indian government has identified 107 high risk areas are there, especially where if you will find that the health prolonged strategy is being implemented to ensure sanitation, hygiene and clean drinking water in addition to oral polio vaccine and vaccination. Means government is working here that 107 high risk areas are there where multi-pronged strategy is being implemented. How? Just like to ensure sanitation, that cleanliness must be there, health and hygiene, clean drinking water should be provided to them. In addition to this, oral polio vaccine and other vaccinations are also provided by the government, because earlier the polio was given in the form of injection. Okay, and that was painful. Some children are there, they are not able to, even they are not going to, they are having the kind of fear even. But after the government developed it into a oral, that is OPV, oral polio vaccine. That simply by 2-3 drops only, now we can be free from such virus disease. Then after, not only vaccination booths have been established, but efforts like house to house visit and vaccinating children at high major bus stops are there, railway stations are there, marketplaces and home have been intensified. So not only through these programs, my dear student, employees, those are health workers, they are also instructed by the government that you go house to house, identify that not a single house where the child is there below the age of 5 years should not taken any kind of this polio drops. That should be provided by you, okay, except these bus stops, railway stations, okay. Especially the high risk areas are there where there is a rush of children, as well as the coming and going of more number of people is there. So they are going to have a watch over those people and over those children, especially those are below the age of 5 years, so that they can be given the OPV, oral polio vaccine on time, and they can be free from such disease. So simply we can say, my dear student, really the effort and initiatives of the government are praiseworthy. We should not forget the efforts of the government. Why? Because of the efforts and different immunization programs of the government only, today we are free from such deadly diseases. Right now also you all know very well that COVID-19, a very big pandemic is there. By this, because of so many deaths also reported in our country as well as in so many countries of the world, we can say. But still you know well that we have the hope. Why? Because our government is working properly, working very nicely, and very soon by the next year that we are going to develop the vaccine, and definitely because of that vaccine, everyone, this vaccine is going to reach to every people of our country, so that we can again going to defeat this very big pandemic that is right now in our country, simply we can say. So really we can say that really government is doing a lot. Government is really doing so many efforts, my dear student. Thank you. Have a nice day.